children. So how are you all this morning? Hope you all are doing well at home and spending your time doing lot of studies and other constructive work. Before beginning with the class, let's take a note of the thought for the day. And the thought for the day is, a little progress each day adds up to big results. Now what does this thought mean? Many times you might have experienced that you go on compiling your work. For example, you can think only about your studies. What do? We learn in the school, we come back, we only finish with our homework. Some even don't do that. They also keep on piling their homework. And then later what do we think? We think that during the exam time, I'll study everything. Right? So you keep on stacking everything for the last moment. And when it is last moment when it comes, you are confused. Or you see that you have lot of things to do. So what does our thought today tell us? Our thought today tells us that we should keep doing things every day. Right? If every day you come back from school and learn your lessons that was taught on that particular day, I'm very sure at the time of your exam, you will not be overburdened with the things to study, to learn. So that's what it is, that a little progress each day adds up to big result. So you keep on progressing with your syllabus, moving ahead with your syllabus. And that's how after the exams you see that you have passed the exam with flying colors. So that is a big success for you. So now with this note, let us also progress towards the end of our chapter, where we'll see what does Sadao finally do with the enemy. So let's carry forward with our lesson. We are on page number 43 and from bottom it is the third paragraph, the big paragraph you see. You are well, Sadao agreed. He lowered his voice. You are so well that I think if I put my boat on the shore tonight with food and extra clothing in it, you might be able to row to that little island not far from the coast. So now, as we've seen in the previous video, how Sadao and the enemy, the American, they have conversation, and how the enemy says that he feels better now. He's thanking Sadao for all this thing. So now that we know, Sadao also wants to get rid of this enemy because he cannot see Hana troubled every day. Right? So he also wants to get rid of the enemy. He wants that the enemy should quickly move from his house now. It's too long. So he also agrees when the enemy says that I feel better now. And he says, yes, I also think you are so well that if you have to row a boat and move away from this place, I am sure you will be able to do it. It is so near the coast that it has not been worth fortifying. Nobody lives on it because in storm it is submerged. So now he is saying that it is better you go from this place, and this place is not guarded, fortified, guarded. Why? Because nobody lives here. During the rainy season maybe it may become destructive because of lot of rain and all. So that is the reason he says during the storm season. You could live there until you saw a Korean fishing boat pass by. They pass quite near the island because the water is many fathoms deep there. So he's saying you can go and live in that place. Nobody comes over there, nobody lives over there. And the water is very deep. So only the fishing boats, they come there in order to fish. So that is the best place where you can live. And whenever you see a Korean boat coming, maybe then you can just take help of that boat and go with them. The young man stared at him, slowly comprehending. Do I have to? He asked. I think so, Sadao said gently. You understand, it is not hidden that you are here. So now when Sadao says that he had to leave the place, then he is confirming. The boy, the enemy confirms, is it that he had to really leave the place? And then he says yes. Why? Because that you are here with us, this thought is no more hidden. Because the servants, they already know and they've left the place. Now that Sadao has confessed with the general, so even general knows about it. So he says, now this is not hidden that an enemy is in our house. The young man nodded in perfect comprehension. Okay, he said simply. So now the boy nods his head, showing that okay, he perfectly understands the thing, he perfectly understands the situation. Sadao did not see him again until evening. As soon as it was dark, he had dragged a stout boat down to the shore, and in it he put food and bottled water that he had bought secretly during the day, as well as 2 quilts he had bought at a pawn shop. So now, in the morning he meets the enemy and he talks to him, and he does not come back, he does not meet him until evening. And what happens in the evening? Sadao brings a boat, a stout boat. Stout means it's a strong and thick boat. Right? Even if the storm comes, it would not be harming the boat easily. And in that he put some food, some eatables are put over there along with water, which he had quietly, secretly bought, so that Hana doesn't know about it. Along with it, he had also bought 2 quilts for the enemy to be protected from cold weather. Right? And this he had bought from a pawn shop. Now what is a pawn shop? Pawn shop is a shop wherein you get money when you keep your some valuable things with the shopkeeper. Okay? So that shop is known as a pawn shop. The boat he tied to the post in the water, for the tide width was high. There was no moon and he worked without a flashlight. So everything he was doing very secretly, so that nobody knows. Not even he wants that Hana should know that the enemy had left or he is leaving today. Nothing of that sort. Very secretly he is working. When he came to the house, he entered as though he were just back from his work, and so Hana knew nothing. So when he entered into the house after doing all these preparations, he entered as if he has just come back from his work. And Hana did not have any clue, she did not know anything about whatever Sadao had been doing up till now. And then as a wife, she is giving him the details, whatever happened throughout the day, and in that she shares an information that today Yummy had come home. Who's Yummy? She is the maid, the servant. And she says she had come home and she was missing the baby very much. So she was crying, she was very emotional. All these things she is sharing with the husband. The servants will come back as soon as the foreigner is gone, Sadao said. So now Sadao knows what was the reason for the servants to leave. It was the presence of the foreigner, the American, the enemy. And he is very sure that as soon as the enemy leaves, these people will come back on their work, for their job. He went into the guest room that night before he went to bed himself and checked carefully the American's temperature, the state of the wound and his heart and pulse. So today, now that the enemy is about to leave, for the last time, Sadao as a doctor is checking his patient. Right? He is checking to find out that everything is normal. The pulse was irregular, but that was perhaps because of excitement. The young man's pale lips were pressed together and his eyes burned. Only the scars on his neck were red. So he says that the pulse was there was something unusual about the pulse, but then he says that was perfectly fine. Maybe because the prisoner, the enemy, the boy was excited with the thought that today he is going to go back. He is going to travel, he is going to have a journey which will lead him to his people, to his country. I realize you are saving my life again, he told Sadao. So again he says that I am realizing it, I know that you are saving my life for the second time. First time when he was injured, unconscious, Sadao brought him to his home and there he took his care. And this is the second time when he is protecting him from the police, the army, and helping him in escape. Not at all, Sadao said. It is only inconvenient to have you here any longer. So in return, what does Sadao say? Sadao says, don't even think that I am saving your life. It is only that your presence in my home is now becoming inconvenient for me. So only I am letting you move away from my home. He had hesitated a good deal about giving the man a flashlight. So he had a flashlight and he really didn't wanted to give it to the American. But he had decided to give it to him after all. It was a small one, his own, which he used at night when he was gone. So this flashlight, this torch, it was very helpful for him. It was very necessary to him because he himself used it. He himself used it whenever he was called in the night time for looking after the patients. If your food runs out before you catch a boat, he said, signal me 2 flashes. At the same instant, the sun drops over the horizon. Do not signal in darkness, for it will be seen. So now he is giving instructions that if you are there for a longer time, the food gets over, right? And you don't find the boat, Korean boat. So what you should do, you should signal me with this flashlight, but not in the dark. It should be only at the time when the sun is setting, right? So he tells him how many times he should signal. He should signal him twice if the food was over. If you are all right but still there, signal me once. You will find fresh fish easy to catch, but you must eat them raw. A fire would be seen. So he is giving him all the instructions. And he says if you are all right, you don't need anything, but you are still there on the island, just signal me once. So that will tell me that you are still present on the island. And there, since the water is very deep over there, you may find lot of fishes. But do not try to burn the fire and try to cook. You should eat the fish raw without cooking. Otherwise, the fire will again lead people for spying on you. They may suspect of somebody being present on the island. Okay, the young man breathed. So now young man is saying okay for whatever instructions Sadao had given to him. He was dressed now in the Japanese clothes which Sadao had given him, and at the last moment Sadao wrapped a black cloth about his blonde hair. So Sadao did not want the man to move out in his American clothes. So he gives him Japanese clothes to wear, and also he covers his hair with a black cloth so that looking at the color of the hair nobody recognizes him. Now, Sadao said. The young American without a word shook Sadao's hand warmly and then walked quite well across the floor and down the step into the darkness of the garden. So that was a final goodbye, an emotional, a final goodbye bid by the American to Sadao, and then he moved towards his direction. Once, twice, Sadao saw his light flash to find his way. But that would not be suspected. He waited until the shore there was one more flash. Then he closed the partition. That night he slept. So finally the enemy had left the place, and that was the night when Sadao had a relaxed sleep. He relaxed and he slept very nicely. You say the man escaped the general asked faintly. He had been operated upon a week before, an emergency operation to which Sadao had been called in the night. Now, as we know earlier, the general had promised Sadao that he will be sending his assassins. For what? To kill the enemy. And Sadao had been waiting since then for the assassins to come and to kill the enemy. He had not been able to sleep properly in the night because for every sound that he heard in the night, he felt that the assassins have come. But in the morning, what he would see? He would see the enemy safe and sound. So finally, he had left the thought that the assassins would come and kill the enemy. But he decided that he need to get rid of this enemy. So he found out the other way out. He could not kill him. So he thought it is better that the enemy escapes from that place and he helps him out in doing so. So now he goes back to the general and maybe he informs him, he tells him about the enemy. And general, who was operated a week before, 1 week before, you remember, there was a messenger who came in the night to call Dr. Sadao, and Sadao had gone there. So that was the time when Sadao had operated on the general. And after that, the general had been unconscious. He had been operated upon a week before, an emergency operation to which Sadao had been called in the night. For 12 hours, Sadao had not been sure the general would live. So, after operation for 12 hours, Sadao was not sure that the operation is going to be successful and general would be alive. The gallbladder was much involved. Then the old man had begun to breathe deeply again and to demand food. So, slowly what happened? After 12 hours, the patient, the general started recovering. And after recovering, he again started demanding for food and other things. Sadao had not been able to ask about the assassins. So far as he knew, they had never come. So Sadao had never been able to ask the general after that long time that had he sent the assassin. Why? Because he knew, he was confirmed of the thing that had the assassins might have come, they would have really killed the enemy. But the enemy was safe and sound. Every day in the morning he could see him. That clearly showed that the assassins never came. The servants had returned and Yami had cleaned the guest room thoroughly and had burned sulfur in it to get the white man's smell out of it. So as Sadao had already told Hana that once the enemy leaves the house, the servants would come back, and the same thing happened. The servants came back, and as they came back, what did Yami do? Yami, first thing that she did was she cleaned that room where the stranger, the American, the enemy was living. And she, even after cleaning, she felt that she could smell that white man, the American. So what did she do? She burned a sulfur. Sulfur is a element with a strong smell. So she thought that burning sulfur, maybe with the help of sulfur, the smell of the American would go away, would vanish from that room. Nobody said anything. Only the gardener was cross because he had got behind with his chrysanthemums. Now what are chrysanthemums? They are the flowers. Right? They are big flowers. So nobody spoke about the enemy. Nothing. They lived like normal how they used to live before. Right? And gardener got busy with his flowers. We'll stop here today and we'll continue in our next class the lesson. Until then, keep learning, keep experiencing and keep progressing with the small little things and wait for the big results. Thank you. Bye-bye.